What is up, guys? David is here, back with another bark for you guys. This is bark number 27. I hope you all are doing well, and I hope you all are staying safe. I know I haven't been as regular here on YouTube as I would like to be, but given all the free time I have now with working from home and not going anywhere, hopefully I can be back here on YouTube on a more regular basis. For everybody who listens to my random videos here, thank you so much for watching and for listening. I really appreciate it. But yeah, back with another bark. So this idea came to me a few weeks ago while just on YouTube watching random videos. I saw a video talking about Inuyasha is currently in the process of getting a sequel. And the sequel, if I'm understanding correctly, the protagonist is going to be Inuyasha's daughter. That was my understanding of it. And I'm extremely hyped for that. I've always been a big Inuyasha fan from years and years ago. I didn't start watching Inuyasha until the mid-2000s when it would come on late at night on Adult Swim. I mean, like 2, 3 in the morning. It would come on Adult Swim. They would show like 2 episodes back to back. I would always watch the episodes back to back. Late at night, supposed to be asleep, going to school next morning, I was watching Inuyasha. Why not? So, I figured talking about that got me thinking of where does Inuyasha rank rank among the greatest animes of all time, or even like the top animes of all time. There are countless animes you could put in those spots. For me personally, it would be Naruto, Bleach, even like One Piece. Beck is an amazing anime. Shirabaku, Sakura Quest. There's a ton. There's anime Boys B. Boys B was in my top probably 10, if not top 5 animes of all time. Ever some others, of course, like Bebop and Berserk and Akira and countless other animes, depending on what your preference is, depends on what your top will be. Like I said, some of mine would be a mix of like slice of life with some shonen animes, with stuff like Sword Art, stuff like Haiku, which is amazing sports anime, stuff like that. This kind of my mix of top animes ranges from like sports to music to shonen to like slice of life type of stuff. But anyway, enough about me and my rambling. I got to thinking, where would I place Inuyasha within the top animes of all time, and where would you guys place it? Inuyasha, I feel like, depending on when you watched it and when you got into it, Inuyasha could be a top 5, top 10 anime, but it could also be as low as top 15, top 20. Inuyasha has, I would say that it has withheld the test of time. People still love the anime, people still love the characters, and the anime, I think, is still pretty relevant in today's anime community, I would say. Given that the final act was, I think somebody said 09, 010, I believe was when it came out, when I didn't realize it was that long ago. So, with final act being out as recent as it was, yeah, I think that, for me personally, I didn't love the final act. The final act, I was so hyped for when I finally watched it, and it was good, but I didn't love it. I thought it could have been better, but it didn't hurt how I felt about the series overall. And so, putting that together, if I'm making my own list, which I do have a list of top favorite animes, I think that I would have to put Inuyasha somewhere.